Number three, we're going to talk about is practical experience. So this is a
Mhm.
big one, and this is one that I know a lot of newbies get really frustrated with because everyone says, "Hey, I want you to have practical experience. I want you to have hands-on experience. I want you to do, you know, be able to prove you know what you're doing because when I hire you, I'm hiring you to solve a problem." And then I always get the retort from my students is, "Well, I got my certification. Isn't that good enough?" Or if nobody will hire me, how do I get practical experience, right? And I know we've done an entire episode on ways to
Yep.
get practical experience beyond just doing it in a job. But practical experience really is critical because when I'm hiring you for a position, I have a problem that I need solved. And I need you to have the soft skills and the hard skills to be able to solve those problems and work with other people on our team. And I have to know that you have done either that thing or something similar to that thing before, because it means you're going to be able to solve that problem for me a lot quicker. Now, do I expect you to be an expert on everything? No, nobody can be an expert on everything. I will tell you, I've been doing this for 20 plus years. I've been in cybersecurity since 1992 was the first time I had a paid position doing cybersecurity.
Mm.
So, I was 12 years old at that time. So I'm not actually as old as Kip, but again, I've been doing this since I was 12. I've been doing, programming and networking and all that kind of good stuff. And what I have found is that even if you came to me today and asked me to do something that I haven't done before, I can find a way to yes. I just may not have done it. Earlier today, I've been working on my new website with my web developers. Kip, on my site diontraining.com, we just hired a
Yep.
bunch of web developers. We're building our own LMS. We're building our own e-commerce platform. We're building everything from the ground up, and they sent me over the code and said, "Hey, take a look at this. We want to make some changes." I code 15 languages, but I will tell you, React and Next.js and Amplify are not three of the ones I code in. And when I used to code by myself. That guy in the basement on his own computer doing everything. So I really haven't done a lot of stuff where I had to, use a Git repository and merge my code with other people's code and setting up Visual Studio so that I can actually read their code and pull it from the GitHub and all that stuff. So today my CTO is like, "Hey, I need you to look at this." I'm like, "Great. Can you help me set up my stuff? Because I haven't done this yet." He's like, "Oh, I'm actually out right now." So I got on Google, I got on YouTube, I figured it out, and I was like, "Oh, never mind, CTO, I already took care of it." But that's because I have enough prior experience in other things that I can relate to this new thing that I was learning. And that's where practical experience, I think, comes into play. Is you may not be an expert on our particular system, but if you know how to read logs, you know how to analyze firewall ACLs, you know how to set up routing, regardless if I give you a Cisco router or a a unified router, you're going to be able to configure that, even though they use slightly different languages. That's kind of the purpose when it comes to practical experience. What are your thoughts on practical experience? I know I've been pontificating for a while there.
No, it's good. This is uh, I love the fact that you and I can talk to what it's like to be in two completely different worlds, right? The DoD, Department of Defense, government contractor sphere, and then the private industry sort of commercial sector. But this is one of those times where our worlds are completely aligned because practical experience is just so dang important. In fact, I would go so far as to say that practical experience is more important than whether you have a college degree, whether you have certifications, or really anything else. I think the only thing that would trump practical experience possibly would be the soft skills piece, right? Because
Yeah.
I can't teach you soft skills. There's no charm school I can send you to, right? But I can, if you have aptitude, I can, train you to do some things if I've got a training budget or however that works. Maybe it's OJT or whatever. But I really agree what you said.